Okay. Thanks for joining me today.
Okay.
Today I want to get to know you, and I just want to get to understand what one of your greatest accomplishments was.
Probably graduating from career college for phlebotomy.
Okay, what is that? What is phlebotomy?
Well, it's actually the terminology for it is the art of bloodletting. Kind of like it's a vampire, the person that takes your blood.
Okay.
You know.
That's really cool.
Uh-huh.
How did you come to the decision to choose that field?
Actually, it's kind of weird. I took a friend to take a test, a vocational test. He was in a federal program, and I just was giving him a ride. So I was sitting in the waiting area, and they had an open spot. So the facilitator asked me, would I mind taking the test? And, it was some type of statistics thing, or I can't place it exactly, but I said, yeah, I'd take the test. And I took the test, and I scored pretty high on it. So they agreed to pay for, I think you get a grant for $6,000. And what happened was I was going to go to UAA's program for phlebotomy, and but they didn't pay for electives.
Okay.
So by me taking the career college, then it was just the straight course itself. So they would pay for that, and I think it was only $5,500 back when I took it. So that's how I got the funding.
Okay. So you can now, with that training, you can now take people's blood? Is that?
Yeah, I'm kind of also what you call a multi-skill phlebotomist. Like I'm certified for EKGs. I can measure the circumference of your lungs, like how much air you take in. I can recognize basic arrhythmias on electrocardiogram, and I can do a lot of stuff. Like I got a lot of skills by going through just that particular program, opposed to I think UAA's program was like a year, but it wasn't as extensive because you'd have to take electives. So yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like to me that was a lot of work, that it was a lot of work. Would you say that it was worth the work to get to where you are today?
Yeah, definitely. Because it teaches you a lot of stuff. So it really was a lot of work, because it's kind of like a cram course, kind of like, say if I'd went to UA, it would have been like, okay, well, you can do chapter 1 through 4, but you got a whole week to do that, opposed to going to a 9-month program with 2 months of externship or intern, one of those, and everything like anatomy, physiology, all this stuff is just crammed in, as far as the book part of it. But as far as the actual physical part of doing my job was easy. The hardest part was cramming for stuff. It covered so much in so little time.
Had you ever done something like that? Something that had covered so much in such little time?
No, not that intense wise. I did attend Alaska Computer Institute, but it's all just kind of like just math. Just one thing you're cramming for. Math and maybe a couple of computer programs. This was like we could be doing. Say for instance, we're reading electrocardiogram readouts along with placing the lines on the human body. Then say 4 days from then you might be being taught how to make fecal slides or slides for sick people. Then you might jump back and have to do CPR and then take a test on all that after just a minor 2 weeks of just going to school 8 hours a day.
Wow, that sounds intense.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did you get like hands-on training with that? It sounds like, was it a lot of hands-on, less book work? Is that?
Yeah, we had, yeah, probably so. You know,
Okay.
like we would do our book work probably from 9 until about 12. Then from 12 until about 4, we were actually hands on. And then it was with, like, say, I might stick you 20 times, you might stick me 20 times, you know. So we were kind of in a fun way of using each other, you know, not really, but, you know, yeah. So everything we did was in house on each other. Until we took the actual test, because you get, we're certified through the NCCT, and then you have to get certification, and then you go out and do your internship,
Okay.
and then you're ready to get out there and find work.
Okay. Have you done your internship and then
Oh,
found work?
yeah.
Yes?
I've worked for Providence, Anchorage Medical and Surgical Clinic. I did medical exams for right after 9/11 when they were hiring for people in the state of Alaska. The federal government came up and they rented the 13th floor on the Sheridan, and so yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can't see the time. So, what I'm hearing from you is that your greatest accomplishment was getting this this training and going through it to take people's blood. And the reason why it was your greatest accomplishment is it was a lot of work. It was very intense, a lot of hands-on. You invested a lot. Would you say you invested a lot into it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, okay.
I did that.
So
Yeah.
you invested a lot into it, and you finally accomplished getting your training, and now you're able to take people's blood as a job.
Right.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining me today.
All right, thank you.
Nice to talk.
All right.